Okay, so yesterday was a bit of a downer. I really hate bashing on games and only do it when the devs are intentionally predatory or I'm tricked into committing to cover a game that looks like it's good, but it isn't. So today, we're going to look at 7 of the games that really surprised us this year by how good they were. Either they looked okay, but turned out to be great, or we thought we'd like them, but now we know that we love them and have been playing them in our own time ever since then. But first, a reminder that we're running a giveaway all month long and giving away 2 Steam games to subscribers that comment on the daily giveaway video, like this one. So if you want to enter, just comment below. And if we get to 22,000 subscribers by the end of the month, we'll give away another 25 games and another 25 more games for each 1,000 after that. So subscribe, comment, and on with the great games! Mini Matches. Our first game is one that looks like it's not going to be very much. Its graphics are minimal, it's only made by one dev, but so was Stardew Valley, and Dwarf Fortress was only made by 2 devs. So simplicity or minimal graphics can often be a selling point. But as soon as we sat down and dug in, we found a fantastic party/couch competitive game. Each match is made up of 10 mini-games that are so varied that even if you were just tearing it up in this one, there will certainly be another one for your friends to catch up on. And varied is the spice in this challenge. We were finding new minigames hours in, and the dev has been adding more all year long. Platforming races, golfing, Simon Says, Among Us, Asteroids, Pac-Man, Arkanoid, and Tag, and more are the flavors that separate victory from defeat. It's got that compelling energy that makes you invest in your little block character and throw up your hands and laugh when you lose in some stupid, ridiculous way. A great party game. And cheap to boot, so go grab a copy before you head out to the folks for the holidays. Our next entry can be played solo, and really gives the great feel of one of our previously highlighted faves, Heaveho. You are a box, and you have 2 hands. You can walk and run and grab and fling, but only if you master the controls. And there's just enough confusion left in the system that when you play with your friends in this co-op platforming puzzler, one of you is going to get flung into the toxic goo. You can just bet on it, and it's hilarious when it happens. And along with the solo and co-op mode, there's what I'm calling the too many hands, too many arms, kill it with fire mode, where each person controls arms on the same robot. Test your friendships and fling yourself to victory in robotry. Ever since Banjo-Kazooie and Jak and Daxter, I have loved a good collectathon. So it comes as no surprise that I liked Tinykin. The real surprise is how much I loved it. The simple joy of collecting without all the guff and stumble of many lesser games. The simple ease of traversal, the joy of being followed by a horde of tiny, happy kin. And to top it off, a story that, though it does require a bit of suspension of disbelief, the story believes in itself and hangs together to a satisfying end. I found the gameplay compelling enough that we played through the entire game here on the channel. And if you want a copy for yourself, I have one in the giveaway. It builds on itself in each level and never outstays its welcome. So buckle in and welcome home to Tinykin. I played the demo of Expedition Zero about a year before it came out, and I was not impressed. It was wanting to be a survival horror game and missed on both points. But when I tried the full release, I was amazed to find that the game had cut all of the junk and introduced some actual horror elements. And though there are better games in the genre, Expedition Zero is on the list for the most improved game. The item discovery and use is fun rather than tedious. The chill mechanic adds tension to exploration, so even looting a new camp is perilous with no monsters around. And about those monsters, yeah, they actually gave me a bit of fright when I finally met one. And not in the jump scare kind of way, which I appreciate. It's not Alien Isolation, but if you liked Alien, you might want to check out Expedition Zero. As well as a backlog of video games, I have a collection of over 100 board games, and I love sitting down with friends and placing pieces on more cardboard. and I think the tile placement of File Under Kingdom is surprisingly good. You're tasked with placing new districts on your lands, buying adjacent lands, and organizing everything so you get the right number of the right type of buildings to fulfill the king's desires. Each building type gains points from various other types placed next to it or in the same square, so it also has a bit of puzzly nature to keep me coming back for more to File Under Kingdom. If you've ever played Portal or Portal 2 and want to play Portal 3, well, you'll have to wait for the next few eons like the rest of us. But if you need something to scratch that itch as you wait, stop right now and go buy a copy of the Entropy Center. It's got a different mechanic than Portal, yes, but really it feels like the people that made Portal and didn't have the rights to make Portal 3 themselves decided to make the Walmart brand Portal 3. Oh yeah, and there's also this handy toilet in the game. Fallout 76 is on this list not because I'm a Fallout fanboy from back when there was only Fallout 1 and I've played almost all of the games ever since, but because they have really cleaned up the game from its absolutely abysmal launch. And now, it really feels like a proper Fallout game, including my inability to not become overburdened in record time. And finally, we have Isle of Arrows, a card-playing roguelike tower defense. I don't know what else I have to say to explain to those of you who haven't just clicked away to buy it that you should, and even though I love Bloons Tower Defense to death, the card play of Isle of Arrows smacks those monkeys back off my island. You can play a level and it will unlock new cards or towers. It will unlock perks and powers and whole new campaign runs. It is, again, a very minimal graphics style, but the gameplay, mwah! It kept me coming back day after day, wanting to play even more. Which is kind of like our giveaway, where we're giving away 2 games every day, so subscribe and comment which game you found surprisingly good this year below. And I'll see you again tomorrow.